So on this video I want to talk about numbers and letters and how it actually affects you in a way that you probably never even noticed. So first of all, we want to talk about the Trinity, okay, the three. So when you say I, you're actually only indicating your body, okay, but when you say we, you're actually representing the three. So it's your spirit, your soul, and your matter, your body, okay, all three of them. Everything's got three. Even in the four elements, there's three in each of them, okay. So let's look at it like this. So you've got the sun here, and you've got the moon here, and you've got earth here, okay. There's all three there. Now the sun projects, okay, it's magnetism, and the moon sends out, I hope you can see that, the moon sends out emotion, okay, and it also, you've got the earth plane as well, which produces you. So even here in the system, you have the Trinity, which creates you perfectly. So numbers and letters, well, where does that come from? Well, let's just look at this. Now, have you ever felt upset that someone's spoken to you really bad and you feel low? Well, that's because they've used words and lettering. And that's why musical notes have letters to it. So when you listen to music, right, music, lettering, and words connect to the moon. Your emotion. Your emotion, this one here, is your soul. So the moon is an emotion, okay, and you've been restricted or in a condition to live in your emotion. Now, when people torture you horribly, they use lettering. Lots of different letterings. Or you can listen to a vibration of music, which makes you feel low as well. So sometimes you can go to a club and you'll start dancing a little bit differently than you normally would do. Well, that's because the sound, the music, the lettering, the tune, the notes are now connecting to your soul. The moon, okay? Your emotion. So when people say to you that someone else's problem isn't yours, as in the fact that they're trying to pass on their emotions to you, they are trying to digitally rewire your field, your DNA. Oh, DNA, what's that? Lettering. They're trying to change your soul. So there's quite a lot of corruption around because there's a lot of things which are trying to play with your soul more than you realize. Now, the sun is your spirit. How old are you? Wow. So if I say I'm 36, how do I represent that number? Well, the sun has gone around the planet 36 times. Okay, so 36 times. So already you have an indication there might be a slight difference here. Sound, numbers, and letters with emotion. Numbers. Here we go. So the sun or light is information. So when you're driving in your car, the light shines in front of you and it gives you information to your spirit. Your spirit to react with numbers. You know the numbers. You identify the numbers of how old you are by how many times the sun's gone round. You identify, what's that, the clock? The clock when you got 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. You identify that where the sun is in the sky. Light speed. You identify that with what again? Numbers. Programs, ones and zeros. Light source. You connect into the highest source of magnetism. So when you look at it in simple terms, is that the fact that you got the soul, which you have, Because there are three things, the Trinity. The soul is your emotion. The moon. That's why when it's a full moon, people become moonstruck. Or it's called lunar, like a lunatic. And then you got the sun, which is your spirit. The energy inside you while you can open your eyes and see things. Okay? And the spirit learns numbers. 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 Always numbers. This is always lettering. That's why you feel upset and hurt, or you feel great feeling, or good music plays your soul, not your spirit, your soul. Sound of music of the trees or the wave plays to your soul satisfaction, not your spirit. Makes you spirit, obviously you can see it. You can see the sea. Okay, you can see how far you gotta go. This here, this element here, when you're sitting there and watching this, even watching me, is a light energy source which is coming to you on your screen. Okay? What's faster, sound or light? Light triumphs the sound. Always has done. You'd always see it before you better hear it. So, what does this mean to your diet, or what does it mean to you? Well, I try to explain to people that if I have a strawberry here, okay, strawberry here has been planted into Gaia, okay, the earth. It was a seed. Obviously needed these 4 elements to grow, but it also needs the moon soul, because it is a living organism. The sun's rays, the spirit of the sun. And this will carry on producing. And the earth is in this as well. You've got the 4 elements plus a spirit, soul and matter. Hence the reason why you're supposed to eat plant-based food. Okay? Now, an animal, it's got a soul, but you can't eat an animal without killing it. You have to kill it. So the soul's gone. That means the spirit's gone. Okay? And it's in trauma. So if the spirit's gone, now the spirit hasn't left this. This spirit becomes you. So I guarantee if you start to eat vegetables and fruit in your diet a lot more, you start to be cleaner thinking. And cleaner thinking means that you become more liberated, or more inspired, or illuminated. And you start to see things in a different way. And your exercise and your life completely changes when you start to go to this kind of plant-based diet. It's not just the fact that you want to be a vegan or a vegetarian, you want to do good for obviously the environment. It's also a way of looking at things in a different way. Now, I wouldn't explain this if I didn't believe it. I've spent 6 years investigating all of this and trying it all out. These are the elements what keeps coming back. They're free. I am. Okay, the I am is more we. You are a soul, a spirit, and matter, earth form. You have to eat the same things, what contain the same things, not one which is lost out or missing. So I'd urge you to start to investigate it in a different way if the other way isn't working. I mean, it's pretty simple how the sun works, right? It's a simple system, but it's complex to the person who doesn't want to understand it. I can explain lots more to you, but what I want you to do is look at the fact that lettering and numbers have a profound effect on you and how you feel emotionally and how you feel spiritually. The light is the spirit inside you. When you open your eyes and you see the light which comes at you is your spirit light. Information. Okay? The sound, you have to learn a shield. Shield yourself. Because out there in the big wide world, there's a lot of bad emotion and there is good emotion. but you have to shield yourself from certain words, spells, and whatever people say to you which hurt. Okay, and sounds with music. It's amazing, right, isn't it? How lettering can rewire you. I think that's pretty amazing. Anyway, speak to you soon.